Welcome. Today on iTry, we're going to be making Japanese curry. We're going to be using the Golden Curry Pack. We have chicken broth here, 1 can, 14.5 ounces. We need about 18 ounces of fluid, so I'll add a little bit of water. We'll eyeball that. We'll have about a pound of chicken. We'll have potatoes, onion. We'll use about half an onion and some carrots. We'll have some celery. I don't really like celery, but the wife likes it, so I guess we're gonna have some celery in here. Maybe we'll use about 4 since I don't like it. I'm gonna cut it nice and chunky so I can take it out. Now, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and peel our carrots. I use the skinny carrots here just because we have a pack of carrots and I'm gonna use the thicker ones for another meal. We don't need these carrots to look perfect. We're just gonna cut them into circles and throw them in there. All right, now peel the carrots. We're gonna peel our potato. That way we can get the peeler out of the way. All right, got everything peeled. Go ahead and clean this up. Now that we peeled our carrots, we washed them. We're gonna go ahead and cut it up. Do it the other way. That's done, and it doesn't have to be pretty. You just want to cut them into nice circles. All right, nice and pretty. Put those to the side. Potatoes washed. Go ahead and slice this in half. I like to slice it in another half, so 1/4. And go ahead and cut that. All right, got that done. Potatoes on the side. So you can adjust how many potatoes and how many carrots you want in it. Next, celery. Got it all nice and washed up. Take the top off. Lop off part of the bottom. And usually you want to dice these nice and thin, but I don't like celery. Wife does, so we're putting them in. I'm gonna make these a little bit larger so I can fish it out when I eat it. Celery is not necessary, so if you also don't like celery, you don't have to put it in. It does add a little bit of depth. Now we're moving on to the onion. We'll lop this onion in half. Okay, we got the onion here. We're gonna go ahead and dice this onion up. So lop that piece. Got the chicken here. I think it's about a pound. Kind of eyeballing it here. And just like how most things go, I did not plan using frozen chicken here. Thawed it for a little while. It's not thawed enough, but you know, it doesn't really have to be thawed. So it's gonna be a little tough to cut here, but I just want to cube these up. They don't have to be perfect cubes. Just want it into bite sizes. That we're not having to cut the chicken. All right, so that's everything that needs to be chopped. Next, we're gonna move on to actually making the curry. We'll put it all into a pot. We'll boil it down. Don't forget to make your rice while you're doing this. You need some rice that we're gonna put the curry on. The next step is going to be adding your broth. Okay, this doesn't look like a lot, but once we add the chicken, the potatoes, the onion, we also, don't forget, we need to add a little bit more water. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. So I'm adding some water now. You can add more chicken broth. That'll give it a richer flavor, but I don't want to make it too salty. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this on high. Want to get that up to a boil. The first thing we're gonna put in is our onions. We'll let that come up to a boil, and then we'll add in our next ingredient, which is gonna be our chicken. And remember, this chicken is frozen that I'm using, so it's gonna take a little bit longer to cook. You wanna make sure your chicken's cooked through. If you're using thaw or fresh chicken, then it will take a lot less time. Chicken's going, it's looking pretty good. I wanna say it's probably 25% the way there. I'm gonna go ahead and add in the celery now. Since these celeries are pretty thick, they're gonna need to cook for a little while. Chicken's about probably 50 to 75% the way done. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the carrots. The carrots are gonna go in now. They're a little dense, so they're gonna need to take a little bit of time to cook compared to the potatoes. The potatoes should cook pretty fast, so they'll be the last thing to go in. Chicken and the carrots are pretty much done. So we're gonna go ahead and put the last piece in, which is the potatoes. So we'll let that cook down. You need more liquid. You can always add some water or some more chicken broth as needed. Test your potatoes to see if they're done. Just take a fork and kind of stab them. See if it goes in nice. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out our golden curry. It doesn't look like the most appetizing thing, but I like to put in a couple cubes first, stir that around, see what kind of consistency we get. You can always add more, you can't take out. So we'll mix that in. It looks like we don't have a lot of liquid. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add some more water. So I'll go ahead and add the rest of this packet. So mix this up. So as you can see, it's starting to dissolve in. It's starting to smell amazing. Let that boil for a little bit. You definitely want to mix it in very good. You don't want to get that paste and have a nice bite of that paste. Curry's coming together. Everything looks pretty mixed in. We got the consistency that we want. Now that everything's mixed in, we just need our rice. Ooh. We'll just go ahead and eat that. This is good. This is really good. This is excellent. Exactly how I wanted to draw it up. Now it's your turn to try it.